Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battlegrounds Player's Guide, and I'm here to bring you the information you need to help you win with King Mukla. So get comfy and let's dive in. First, let's talk about the hero power Banana Rama. This costs 1 gold and reads, get 2 bananas. At the end of your turn, give everyone else 1. So bananas are going to give you +1/+1, and sometimes they're going to give you +2/+2. I mean, this is a great power because this lets you target the minions you need to get buffed. If you've got a minion that's just, not hitting quite as hard as you want, now you don't have to look for buff minions because you've got your own baked into your hero power, and it's fantastic. This is a really good way to get the minions you need to hit a little harder. Now, Mukla's buddy is called Crazy Monkey, and it's a tier 2 4/4 beast minion that reads, after you feed a minion a banana, give it +1/+1. So before with the hero power, giving those targeted minions just a little more hitting power and staying power. Now it's even more. It's just the same thing, just a little better. Hey, and if you make it gold, now your bananas give +2/+2 extra from the Crazy Monkey. It's an even better buff. And this is a very good buddy. Good for the early game, good for the mid to the beginning of the late game, but definitely in the later game, when you're sitting there turn 12, 16, probably time to shuffle him off. Unless there's some other way he's playing into, say, a menagerie comp, you're probably not going to need him at that point. You're probably gaining more by switching in and out other minions. So I definitely would consider dropping him at this point in the game. Typically, when I'm curving with Mukla, I will use Rafam curve. And the reason for that being is it's such a dependable, curve where you're just going to get everything you need. That way you're getting your hero power every time. And when you think you'd be weak because you're leveling, you're not, because that tempo from the bananas and then later the buddy just carries you forward right through the early and mid game. And rarely will you take significant damage from it. It's a pretty decent buff to the board in the long term as they add up. Now, when you're looking for the minions that give synergy for Mukla, it's pretty easy. Anything with Divine Shield. It's like, hey, it can take the hit. It's going to do a little extra damage. It's a really good buff. Cave Hydras, Foe Reapers. Oh, what's better than hitting 1 minions, hitting 3 at a time, and then hitting them for even more damage? Just sit it with a handful of bananas. The second you get the Hydra, just start dumping them all on them. It's very good at clearing out large swaths of the board. If someone's not paying attention, they've got their Baron Rivendare sitting next to their top, they're gone, you win, you're all set and happy. The dream lobby right now, and consistently I've done it, and I've seen many other people do it, is Beasts and Demons. You get a Macaw, you use Reanimating Rattler to give it Reborn, you get an Impulsive Trickster, you put all your bananas on the Impulsive Trickster, and then you have Baron Rivendare. The Death Rattle trigger chain here is phenomenal, and you will gain so much health across your board, and once these things are golden, it gets crazy really fast. It is a lot of fun. Now, when it comes to countering King Mukla, that's just your typical game of Battlegrounds. Be aware of the comp he's using, counter it just like you always normally would. Couple things to keep in mind, though. Be very wary of cleaves. Position around them. Just assume he's got them. If he didn't, and he's got 2 turns with the bananas, all of a sudden he's got a decent cleave that can easily take down the minion you need to survive right next to your taunt. So try to keep that in mind while you're positioning. Do not waste your time with zaps. You're going to be like, oh, he's got a Baron Rivendare, I'm going to pop my zap down. All of a sudden his Baron Rivendare's got a bunch of bananas on it, and you're smacking something you don't want to smack. Same to be said if you're playing Mukla, you're basically Baron proof. Keep it in mind, put those bananas on the minions that are vulnerable, you're all set. And when you're fighting Mukla, use his bananas against him. You may not be getting the 2/2 bananas, you're only getting the +1/+1 bananas, but you can use those to make your minions hit a little harder, do their job better than they already do. You have a key minion who just needs a little more attack or survivability. Here you go. Throw the bananas right on, go to town. King Mukla is a fun tempo hero. With his buffing potential, you can do lots of crazy things with those bananas. Make the minion you want to be as big as you want. As long as you're willing to spend the time, the gold, and those bananas on them, they can get out of control pretty quick. He could play any family of minions. He's not locked into anyone. Obviously, there's some he's better with right now, but as the meta changes, you never know what new things are coming in. We're going to have Naga soon, so who knows where you'll want to put your bananas there. It's going to be an interesting, fun time to see. He's not usually a first-place hero. You certainly can win with him. He is in no way impossible to win with. But Usually this is like a 2nd to 4th place hero, pretty consistently though. A lot of fun. I enjoy playing Mukla. He's pretty much, when you get him in your lobby, you're in good shape to finish high. In the end, I've attached a link with some gameplay if you're looking to see how I piloted them. Stay tuned. I have more guides on the way, and I hope you learned a few things today and had a good time. I know I did. Bye.